Hi everyone, welcome to Como Live, brought to you by the Legacy Amendment. I'm Bryn, I'm one of the horticulturists here at the Marjorie McNeely Conservatory, and I've been working on setting up our Winter Carnival Orchid Show that's happening this weekend, January 29th and 30th. And this is about 100 plants from the Marjorie McNeely Conservatory's collection. And we focus mostly on Central and South American species orchids, though there are some exceptions that are from other tropical parts of the world, and a few hybrids mixed in there, or crosses mixed in there as well. Some of my favorites blooming this year are the Darwin orchid right here in the middle. And this one's fascinating because Charles Darwin saw the flower and surmised that the pollinator must have a really long proboscis to reach into the bottom of the flower down here to get a nectar reward at the very base of the flower. He never saw the pollinator, but it turns out 20 or so years after his death, the pollinator was observed, a moth that sure enough has a really long proboscis and reaches into the flower, was observed pollinating it after his death. So he was correct in his theory, and that's just kind of an interesting example of such a specific adaptation, which is one of the things I really like about orchids, is the diversity of the flower shape, growth habit, size. They're one of the world's largest plant families. So just within our collection, you can see the variation of color. Some are fragrant at night or during the day. Some are very small. I'm partial to some of the miniature orchids, so when you look at our display, keep your eye open for some of the more diminutive plants. And I just love the huge variety in the plant family, and getting a chance to display all of them together like this is really nice. Like I said, this is about 100 of our plants, which is a really good collection for the show. The show will be up, like I said, through this weekend, but we try to leave our display up for about a week afterwards. So if you don't make it to the show Saturday or Sunday, you'll probably get a chance to see our plants out at least for a few more days. Over the weekend, though, you can expect to see about 20 different displays from the Orchid Society of Minnesota. They coordinate the show, so they do most of the administration and registration and a lot of the kind of behind the scenes work. We provide the venue, which is great, but they do a lot of the hard work. And those folks will be coming in to set up after hours Friday, and they'll be, like I said, throughout the conservatory and Bonsai Pavilion and Visitor Center. We also have 4 vendors this year, so if you're curious about purchasing some new orchids for your own collection, or interested in getting a little bit more information about growing orchids, that's a really good opportunity to talk directly to growers. And some of the growers are actually from Minnesota, so they know what Minnesota houses are like, and it's a really good chance to get some tips and tricks, or have them steer you maybe to some plants that you haven't thought about trying before, but they can give you advice about growing them in your own home. Some things to keep in mind about this weekend if you're planning on trying to come out. Pre-registration is necessary, so you have to go online and make a reservation, and I think they're filling up fast, so if you want to check that out, please do. And make sure that you bring a mask. Masks are required, and admission ahead of time is also required. We can't collect admission at the door like we used to, so please be sure to pay in advance as well. So we hope you can make it out this weekend, or at least come visit us this week and see our display in the days after the show. It'd be great to see you.